Okay, hi guys. Today on our reviewing episode thing. Stuff. Because we all love stuff. Everyone loves stuff. Especially guys, because girls have stuff. From what I've been told. Anyways, we're going to be reviewing Bioshock Infinite. Okay. I've never played the other ones, so this was like my first one. This is like the intro into the Bioshock game series for me. I really love the graphics. The gameplay was alright. And the storyline.
The storyline slightly follows the other ones because the other ones have been about father-daughter relationships.
FYI, stop watching right now if you don't want any spoilers. Spoiler alert. Oh, by the way, my sister's joining me. Hi. 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 Is it creepy when we do this? Creepy, creepy, creepy. Anyways, so yeah, spoiler alert, stop watching right now if you don't want to get any spoilers, okay? I was a little disappointed in the storyline because it's kind of obvious from the beginning that, you know, she's going to be his daughter.
Or a love interest, which I was hoping for.
Yeah, I think everyone, well, pretty much the female population for sure, was kind of hoping for a love interest, but, you know, it quickly became obvious that that's his daughter.
Especially when you played the other ones.
Well, which I didn't, but I mean, I still figured it out. I was kind of hoping... I was a little disappointed, hoping that there would be more gameplay, you know, that like kind of like Assassin's Creed, that I would just be playing this constantly, you know. It would take me... I play slow. And I was hoping that it would take me a couple weeks or something to beat, but I beat it in 3 days, and that was kind of disappointing. That there wasn't... the storyline was kind of short, and the gameplay was pretty easy, and you didn't even get to make any decisions, you know. It was pretty much everything was laid out for you. No matter what direction you took, they held your hand through it. I would have liked more choices, longer gameplay. As far as the controls and everything,
it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it was really simple. I didn't like loading the weapons takes a while, like when you run out of ammo, and then you have to load it, and then while you're loading it, you're getting killed. And then you have stuff attacking you from all directions, and I know I'm not the best game player as far as shooting and whatnot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But, you know, I'm getting attacked from everything, and I'm still loading my weapon. And I didn't like that, and I didn't like the fact that,
it was realistic, though.
Yeah, not really, though.
Except for, like, the magical spells.
Well, I mean, then, I don't know. I just, I thought that really detracted from, like, the playing. I liked the fact that you could do combos with your, what were they called? The charges or whatever. That you can combine, like, you can combine the crow one with the fires. Vigors, that's it, yeah. So you could combine your fire vigor and have, like, birds that were on fire attacking people, or you could get
like
people...
the shock one.
Yeah, well, you could get people wet, and then with the water one, and then electrocute them, and it would do more damage. That was kind of cool.
Physics. Who doesn't love physics?
Science. What else were we talking about before?
Racism.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, like I said, this was the first one for me, and when we first started playing, you know, you're walking around, and it's beautiful, and the birds are singing, and the sky is beautiful.
You could definitely tell there was going to be racism in it, though.
Yeah.
If you walked around the town, no one besides Caucasian people I immediately knew that was going to be racist.
Well, I mean, did they really focus on race in other video games?
Yeah.
I mean, do you you have you got your token Hispanic person, token black person, token white person. Let's make sure we get everybody in there. You know, um, I don't know. I never really paid attention
You
that
always
much.
have that one person in the wheelchair. Think about it, you always have that one person in the wheelchair too. At least that's what I've seen from all like the stupid high school videos they show us.
In video games?
Not video games, just in
I'm
general.
gonna say.
In general, they always
Somebody
try to
on a
keep
wheelchair,
people.
like chasing someone down with like an M4. That would be awesome. Well, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see someone with like chasing someone down in their wheelchair with like a freaking rocket on them. Like, watch out, people! That would be really cool. I would love to see that. That's what we want to see more of.
Or wheelchair fighting ninjas.
Yeah, wheelchair ninjas. That's what I want to see. What about you guys? Want to see that? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So it's beautiful. Blah 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 blah. It's kind of slow. You know, like I guess like the big bad is like, ooh, I could steal from somebody.
You can't really steal besides from the machines when you possess them.
No. You have the option to steal, but it warns you it'd be stealing. It's like comes up in red, like, ooh, if you take this, it's stealing. It does.
Okay.
But so it's like really lighthearted, pretty, colorful, blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden you draw your number 77 on the
baseball.
The ball.
It's a baseball.
And it's on the baseball, and
they bring out the interracial couple.
Yeah, and they bring out the couple.
What the fuck?
Well, I don't think it's weird. But so then, yeah, so you're like, well, this is really weird. Why would they have that out here, right? Why would they do that in the game? Needless to say, it's only a taste. And all of a sudden they're attacking you. Like, hey, that's the guy, attack him, blah, blah, blah. And you have that spinny thingy, your skyline rider thing, and you just hack at these people's faces with it, and all of a sudden there's blood everywhere. And you're like, holy crap, where did this come from? Why is it so graphic all of a sudden?
It was beautiful and glorious.
And I think that's like a really good way to like wake your players up, like, whoa, I am playing this game. I forgot for a minute that I was playing this game with like a gun and stuff and weapons.
You don't get the gun.
You get the gun later on. I mean, there's a gun on the cover.
So obviously it has to be in the game then.
Obviously, there has to be a shotgun in the game if there's a shotgun on the front. Clearly. So, I thought that was a really good way to like, grab a hold of the players to like, hey, you are playing this violent game, wake up, and then all of a sudden you are thrust into this world of hardcore racism, and to the point where it's like, really?
Oh yeah.
Like really? Like this is a little bit too much. I don't like the political undertones here.
Just want to go through and kill everyone.
Yeah. Well, and also they make it seem like America was a bad place, that they had to leave it. And personally, I love this country. And
back then it was kind of sketchy a little bit.
Well, no, I mean this has always been a great country, and for them to say, to say otherwise is very un-American. I mean, granted, we have our problems, but this is a great country, and I didn't like them the way that they had portrayed it. I didn't like the political undertones, but then I was gonna say is that it almost seems like at first that they take one hardcore political side, but then they completely flip it around, and so you're it's not like I could say, well, I didn't like them for taking this political stance, because they're just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, they want to see the evil on both sides of it.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, either way, you're being completely racist. You're either being racist against blacks, or it's now being racist against whites, and the diversity in either way is not good, and I don't think at any point they decided to point that out. You had to pretty much choose.
Well, you didn't get to choose. Your character just kind of got pushed into whatever.
Yeah. But I didn't really care for that. I didn't like all the racism, and I mean, it was bad. But I mean, I guess in a way that's good almost to show people, because that's the way it was. People actually fought for jobs. Did you see that scene where they were fighting? People actually fought for jobs, and like they would sit around and wait for a job, or people would just start working. They would start working and hope that someone would pay them, and that's really bad. So I guess in a way, it's good to show our past so that we can learn from it. But I don't know if that was the best way to present it.
It gave an impact though.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. What do you think?
It reminded me of The Tale of Two Cities. Have you ever read it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it shows you both sides to the French Revolution and shows you both evils, and it's a very large impact. It shows you just that war is not the way to go. And it's kind of the same, like, death is pointless, and it's showing you that it needs to stop before it begins.
Yeah, I saw like a lot of the American Revolution sort of undertones in that too. But oddly enough, a lot of people don't know about our American Revolution is that wasn't actually about slavery. Slavery was just kind of one of the side things. It was about states' rights.
It was a very big thing, but it wasn't the thing.
It was a big thing, and it's an important thing, but mostly it was about state rights, which is
a big thing.
We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Just saying, it's kind of what we're looking at right now. But anyways, so what about what's her name?
Daisy?
No. Who's Daisy?
Daisy was the leader of the Vox.
No. Elizabeth, that's it. So Elizabeth, we like Elizabeth. Kind of wanted a love interest, but it was pretty obvious that she was young, and she's like, she's a little girl. Would have liked to have a love interest though. Like her character, I kind of wish that she would have joined us in the fighting. And it's kind of
you didn't have to protect her.
Yeah, I like that we didn't have to protect her. She's like, don't worry, I'll take care of myself.
All other escort missions, you always have to protect them. It's just like, go hide under a rock or something while I kill these people.
Yeah. Well, I also like that
she gives you stuff.
She gives us stuff. That's pretty useful. You're like, oh my god, I'm out of salts or I'm out of health, and she's like, hey, here you go, and I'm like, awesome.
I like it when she throws you money.
Oh yeah, you want this? Psh, money. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess she grew like attached to her, and I kind of did miss her that time when she
ran away when you weren't going to take her to Paris.
Well, she ran away, and then she was also taken from us by the bird, right? Yeah, so I kind of was like, oh man, I don't get free stuff. Ooh, especially when we were in the asylum, which was creepy.
Anyone else creeped out by the moving wheelchair with the head on it?
Oh no, that was on purpose.
I know, but still, it's just like, I thought this game wasn't like that.
I didn't like the asylum. The people like sitting there like, ugh.
Or what about the horn dudes?
The horn, well, they weren't scary. It was the people that were like as soon as that light went off, and they all started attacking you, and you're like, oh crap, I only have so much ammo because Elizabeth isn't here to give me more ammo, and I'm so sad now.
I also like her character development. Like at the beginning, you can tell she's childish, but by the end, she's like a woman. You can tell that.
Yeah, and she's also like, she's gone through that. Wow, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. I'm a lot more tough now.
What I didn't like, though, is that they immediately gave her so much power near the end. Like, at the beginning, she had trouble controlling it.
Yeah, and then at the end, she's like, I am the all-powerful thing. With stuff.
She's the all-powerful stuff.
She's the all-powerful stuff. So there you have it. Elizabeth is the all-powerful stuff, and we like guns.
Lady The First Lady confused me a little too throughout this.
I know, I was kind of hoping we'd see her at the end, you know, where it's like, oh.
I thought she was going to be Elizabeth. Like, her and Booker were going to end up being together, and then somehow that's going to twist.
Yeah, the ending was really confusing.
Spoiler, Booker is Comstock, by the way.
Yeah, so I was kind of hoping that, like, the First Lady would end up being Elizabeth's mom, because who was Elizabeth's mom?
No one knows. Apparently, she's some lady who used to use her good looks to get what she wanted, but then Comstock forgave her, and she fell in love with him, and then he killed her.
The end.
And then she becomes a ghost and tries to kill you, and the fight's fucking awful.
And she's not nearly as cool as the Lettices.
She's not.
Because they're pretty awesome. They're like, oh, hey, you suck. Here's some stuff, because you need it, because you suck. And we're pretty much going to have to show up in like 20 minutes later because you suck.
I like the sister better than the brother.
They're like the same person, but I thought they were really funny.
But the brother was the one who wanted to steal Elizabeth first.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. Remember, he was the one that came to the door and was like, "Bring us the girl."
Well, then that's because they were trying to like solve, like they were trying to fix history.
No, remember the first time he gave her the baby? It's because they're trying to fix history. And then they redid it. First time wasn't.
They were trying to fix history. No, they were trying to fix history because they were dying. And they were dead.
They died after Comstock, though. Remember, they gave the baby to Comstock at that time.
I don't care. But they're awesome. And we're gonna need to wrap this up. Okay. So the ending was confusing. It was just like, hey, we're gonna shove this ending down your throat. And about it.
If you didn't understand the ending, it was all the Elizabeths from all the worlds where Comstock existed came and killed him before he came back.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Alright, so gameplay, pretty good. Storyline, kind of obvious. Was hoping it was a lot longer. Was hoping the gameplay would also be longer too. I would have liked to have played for a lot longer because it was a good game and I wanted to play it more. I wanted to invest more time in it, invest more time in the storyline, and develop it a lot more. I think that as a father-daughter, they could have had a lot more development. What else? I was kind of hoping there would be more vigors. That you could also do like I was kind of hoping almost like kind of like Mortal Kombat. You could combine like
combo
attacks, but it would be easier. You know, that like you could like I don't know. I was hoping that the vigors would be better. Hated the loading time. I thought that took way too much time. I died way too many times for that. Upgrading your weapons was there really a point?
Yeah. Because you had to switch them so often.
Yeah, I mean, because you got stuck with things, and then people also would have like favorites. Like I know I had a favorite. I don't remember what it was called, but I had a favorite. Obviously, the sniper gun. Hello, how could you not?
Cannon.
The hand. Well, no, not so much. I think it was the carbon. I don't know really what guns were called, but I think it was the carbon and the sniper gun because I'm lazy. So, and then I would just kind of like whap the crap out of people because the combination of whatever I was wearing would immediately light them on fire and electrocute them and make their heads blow up. So that was kind of cool. I did like, yeah. So I liked that you could wear things that would help you, and you could control that combination. But I think the weapons could have been better, and the vigors could have been better. I always say things wrong.
Well, their first design for the vigors was that they were going to have so many charges, so if you ran out, you couldn't use them.
That would have sucked.
Yes, it would have. That's why they changed it.
So for the next game, we have no clue what it's about. Probably mother and father issue.
Mother and father. Daughter and father.
Daughter and father issue. And
there's probably gonna be mommy issues in there too.
Yeah, well there was mother issues in this one. So we're probably gonna have mother and daughter, or
father and daughter issues.
Father and daughter issues. Yesterday was Mother's Day, so I can't. It's in my head. I like how at the very end when she's like, "Hey, come to the store," blah 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 blah, and you can actually see Big Daddy. That was his name.
Oh yeah, Big Daddy and the little girl.
Yeah, so they kind of incorporate.
It's when you're underwater.
Yeah, and they kind of like incorporate them a little bit. I would like to see more incorporation, better weapons, the vigors. I would like to see a better like combo attacks. The gameplay was okay. I never did figure out how to run. Was it really
necessary? You didn't know how to sprint. No, it's not the game's fault that you didn't learn.
Maybe. But it wasn't even really necessary. Like I played the entire game without learning how to sprint. So, maybe maybe like some like maybe better jumping or something.
It would have been nicer if they explained Elizabeth being able to tear more, like tear through the fabric of time. Like it took me a while to figure it out that it was her pinky that gave her the ability.
Oh, because she was in two dimensions.
Yeah, she existed in two different worlds.
So, well, I wouldn't say the storyline was okay. I just wanted more. Maybe that's
longer game.
Longer game, definitely. So, in summary, I wouldn't buy the game because you're gonna beat it really quickly, especially if you're an avid video gamer. Rent it, play it, be done with it, enjoy it, love it. Really great. The visual effects are amazing. So worth it.
I like the little Easter eggs they hide in it.
Yeah.
The little secrets that are in.
I like the little things that you watch, the little videos that you watch. Those were kind of cool.
I didn't like the voxophones though.
That's what I said.
No, the voxophones were the things you listened to.
Oh yeah, I didn't like those either. Those were boring. But so play it, rent it, play it. I wouldn't buy it because you're gonna beat it so quickly.
But it is a game worth playing.
Well, yeah, because it's definitely a game worth playing. But if you buy it, it's kind of sad because you only get the one option when you're playing it. It's not like you can play it again and take choose a different outcome or something because your hand is held so much through it. So.
Though if you do like those games, I highly suggest the first ones because you get to choose good endings and bad endings.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So we're gonna wrap this up. And you have anything to say?
Racism is bad.
Racism is bad.
And girls have stuff.
Girls have stuff. And we like guns.
And Songbird looked pretty cool.
Songbird was pretty cool. I think we covered everything.
It'd be cool if they made a third one. Well,
this was the third one.
Well, if they had like Bioshock 3, because this one's Bioshock Infinite, Bioshock 3 would exist in the underwater world. And if you went there and you got to see Songbird's body.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah,
okay, so that's what we're going to close on. All right. Bye.
Creep away.
Creep away. Creep away. Creep away back to us. Oh, okay. And in what do you want to see for the next Bioshock? Do you agree with what we said? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you wish it was longer?
On the game?
What's your rating on the game? And what was your favorite part of the game? And what's your favorite color? Bye.